Viewer discretion is advised.
But will be completely ignored.
Spend time with your family? Sure I do. Good.
Like TV from other dimensions has a somewhat looser feel to it.
Yeah, it's got an almost improvisational tone.
What's going on, everybody? It's 11 a.m. It's a Sunday morning. Y'all know what time it is. It's time for the Wrestling Asylum with yours truly. But I am not alone after being gone for a few weeks. It's Gunner Moody in the house. Kind sir, how are you?
What's up, Eric? What's up, everybody?
I'm hanging in there, but, you know, before we get underway, you know what we have to do. We got to pay them bills. So, folks, I need you to like, share, subscribe, ring the bell, stay notified, Telegram, Baby Mama, Google Plus, your sister's ass, the Pony Express, fuck FedEx, and what can Brown do for you? Also, shout out to KB last week for being on the program, joining us. I know he's probably watching somewhere, so brother, the door's always open. Thank you for joining me, but folks, make sure do us another big favor. Check out the Linktree / Off the Top Ropes podcast. This is where you get the links to all our brand ambassadors, wherever we are, so that you stay tuned with the Pod Mob and, of course, all the great content every single week. And don't forget, I asked you plenty of time, did you kick the coffee habit yet? W Energy, 10% off, promo code OTTR Mob, plenty of good flavors, and it'll keep you going throughout the day. Also, Okazi Clothing and Habits 365, 10 or 15% off with the promo code. Look fly going into the summer at the barbecue, the club. You know what time it is. Look fly. And maybe you get some late night action. Bow, chicken, wow, wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow. And, of course, Swift Energy, also 10% off. Also got some good flavors to help kick the coffee habit. But there's one more thing I got to ask of you. Make sure you go to bonfirestore.com / Off the Top Ropes Network. We got the Pod Mob men. We got Blackheart's Angels, the ladies kicking it every week. And, of course, yours truly, me and Gunner here every week. Hoodies, T-shirts, tanks. It's all there. A variety of colors, older logos, retro, and, of course, the new stuff. And, hey, never say never. We could come up with something new for you. Also, special shout out to my boy Mitch running things at Hardcore Sports Network, killing it every single day of the week, giving you guys out there all the great content, including us here at the OTTR Network. Partnership, we love you. We thank you. Make sure you also go check them out as well, because without you guys, we wouldn't be here. But a lot to dive into this week. So before we get underway, I got to do two things. One, I got to give a special shout out to my boys here in Buffalo. Friday night, Empire State Wrestling. We had a 6-tag team gauntlet match to crown new tag team champions after Colin Delaney and Cheech, to Infinity and Beyond, had to relinquish due to Colin's leg injury. But after the dust settled in a hell of a battle, Edge of Hope's own Jeremiah Richter and Darren Crow, I predicted it 5 years ago. They fulfilled the prophecy I made. They are the new ESW Tag Team Champs. I can't wait to see what those guys do. I love you guys. Congratulations. And of course, today's going to be a little bit different. Gunner, I think you know why. It's Mother's Day. So much love. Shout out to all the mommies and daddies moms out there. You shouldn't just be celebrated. Bobby, welcome to the program as always. You should be loved every single week. But before we get underway, I think Will Smith wanted to let us all know. Just make sure you lock that door if you and Dad decide to get a little frisky later on today on Mother's Day. Gunner, it's good to have you back on the program. How you been? Talk to him. What's
I've been
going
good,
on?
man. I've been good. Like you said, I've been off for a couple of weeks now. That's because I've been running and gunning all over New England. I'm just getting off of a 2-show weekend right now, so we be feeling it, brother. We be feeling it.
I believe it. You're killing it out there, so keep it up. Now, today on the program, you're probably all wondering, why I said this is going to be a little bit different. Thanks, Bobby. Well, two things. One is we want to give you fans a chance to tune in and then go celebrate Mother's Day with your mama. That may include baby mama, your single mama, your free baby children mama. We want you all to make sure you take the time to celebrate your mama, even though it should be every freaking single day. But that's okay. Make sure you show her love, even if it's just for today, because we know how life gets. But first, our first top story of the week. A big name has officially retired. That's right. After 27 years, Trevor Murdoch has officially retired from the ring. As we all know, in the early to mid 2000s, him and the late tag team partner Lance Cade broke into the WWE and made big name for themselves. After they were released and the passing of Lance Cade, Trevor Murdoch will go on to carve a legacy of his own. He would then show up in the modern day NWA. And yes, of course, KB, welcome to the show. And he would become a not one but two-time NWA World Heavyweight Champion. He's also tagged with various partners throughout the years, and he's had some great matches and rivalries. But last week, Trevor Murdoch, after 27 years, has finally decided the time has come. I have done everything I could to leave my mark. I was trained by the 7-time NWA World Champion Harley Race. I left it all out for the fans. He has now chosen to enjoy the fruits of his labor. Gunnar Moody, your thoughts and fondest memories of his career.
So, God bless Trevor Murdoch. He is going to be part of a dying race at this point, no pun intended. How many guys are left now that Harley has put his hands on? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, from one redneck to another, thank you, Trevor, for 27 years of putting your body through absolute hell. Now, admittedly, I'm not too familiar with the more modern run of his. I know him more from his WWE run. But with that being said, to have a legacy like him where he is a 2-time NWA heavyweight champion, that is not a feat very easy by a long shot. To become an NWA heavyweight champion, you have to be one of the best to be in that ring. That is a legacy that's gone on from, Eric, correct me if I'm wrong, the 70s?
If you really... The NWA was around for a very, very long time. If you go... the very first... And it goes back to 1905 between Jim Schmidt and Jack Hackenschmidt and Jim Lundis was where the NWA was founded. It was over 100 years ago, back in 1905. So we're well over a century and change for the NWA. It wasn't until the 60s and 70s and even the early 80s where the NWA really got popular, when pro wrestling started getting on that traction, going towards the mainstream. We all know that it would eventually become WCW, and then we all know what happened. But over the years, it was still around in a different entity or form, even on the indies. But it wasn't until the last, I want to say, 7-8 years at least, when Smashing Pumpkins frontman Billy Corgan, even though he left TNA after a brief stint with a poor taste in his mouth, he still wanted to do his own thing. So he found the remnants of the NWA and resurrected it. Without him, you wouldn't get Camille, Nick Aldis. He gave those in the indies a chance to come in. You wouldn't have had Ricky Starks, aka Ricky Saints. The villain Marty Scurll getting a shot there, even though he did his thing in Japan, but I digress. Again, you would get a lot of those things. And for you to mention that you remember him from just his run in the WWE, I mean, that's where I'll say it. It's where he started to get noticed.
I mean, I remember, what was it? I think it was actually that Unforgiven photo with him. That was against the Hardys, was it not?
If I remember correctly, yes, it was.
I remember watching Lance Cade and Trevor Murdoch against the Hardys and thinking that these guys could go for a while. Never would have imagined that one of them would become world champion like that, which, again, shout out to Trevor Murdoch for being a 2-time heavyweight champion for the NWA. But the point I was trying to make was, yeah, if 100 over 100 years with the NWA, look at all the names that have held the Doom Globe throughout those years. Sting, Flair, Hogan, I think. No, Hogan never won the NWA. Never mind.
No.
The point being, he is a part of a legacy that's going to continue to go on for hopefully another decades to come, another 100 years. So,
right.
Yeah, big shout out to the man, the myth, the legend of Trevor Murdoch for a hell of a career.
I mean, KB says it best. When you hold the IWGP Heavyweight Championship or the 10 pounds of gold, you're holding legacy.
This is facts.
Couldn't have said it better. Trevor Murdoch is here. I can tell you one of the things that I remember when it was during his time with Lance Cade was you could see there was something there in him. It was more of, okay, how do we get it out of him? How do we, you know what I mean?
Right.
So you knew it existed. The problem was where do I put him in his position? When they started not having anything for him, in the back of my mind was, yeah, he gonna get let go. Didn't know when, but I knew. I know for a time he took a break, which is fine. Sometimes you got to recharge the old battery and, heal up, all that good shit. But then I started hearing whispers and I'm going, okay. He hasn't formally decided when he's coming back, but it's on the way. And then it wasn't really until I started watching NWA and he showed up and I was like, oh shit, this is going to be good. I will say that I think part of why he initially stepped away was him and Lance Cade being close. When Lance Cade passed away, I forget what it was. I don't know if it was health issues. I'm going to take a look, shall we?
I think it was an overdose, to be honest.
Yeah, it was a drug overdose. Lance died very young. I hate to say it, at 29 years old, 3 kids, and he was married to the same woman not once but twice. I have to say, you have 2 daughters and a stepson. He tried in January 2010 to get into rehab, and August of that year he had heart failure, and 2 months later, the examiner, looked back at it, and it was cardiomyopathy. The booze, the alcohol, the mix of that and the drugs. I mean, Gunner as well as I do. Those two combinations, they're lethal.
It's not a mix you want to fuck around with, guys. It really isn't.
And okay, and here, okay, I'll give you some stuff, folks, for Trevor Murdoch. He began training with Harley in 99. Then he and Lance hooked up in 2005. And then when they both got released, this, that, and the third. Now, mind you, Trevor Murdoch retired back in April, but he committed to a couple of things. And the truth of the matter was, okay, Trevor was known, and a lot of other wrestlers have said this, he was known to honor his word. So to sit there and come back and say, okay, I'm not, quote unquote, coming out of retirement, I'm honoring the dates I made, that speaks to his character, but also Harley. Now, mind you, he did a stop in TNA. He came back to WWE briefly for 2 dark matches. He did that King Ka King in India for Jeff Jarrett. Okay, then he went back to the Indies for 3 years. It wasn't until 2018 when he showed up. He went up against Ricky Starks, Caleb Conley. He would duke it out with Tom Latimer, Nick Aldis, Aaron Stevens. He would beat for the national championship. He's faced off with Chris Adonis. He's done everything he wanted to do. He's battled the likes of Mike Knox, Sam Shaw, Tyrus, Nick Aldis, Matt Cardona. I could go on here. He got to have a dream match between Ricky and Kerry Morton, the Midnight Riders, Carnage and Damage, Blunt Force Trauma in a tournament for the Crockett Cup. Okay?
Just listen to these names, guys. This is nothing to scuff at.
I mean, he was in a video game. Shit. At one point, during his time away, he was part of a heavy equipment company installing fiber optic cables. So it wasn't just that, he probably banked his money and all that other shit. He did a lot of different things with his life and his career. But here's the other thing. He took Lance's death pretty hard. And I mean really hard. And he's married, 2 sons, and he's a stepdad. And I'll tell you, he has said in multiple interviews, folks, oh yeah, there's no doubt in my mind. Yep, that too. So there's a lot of different things that the modern NWA did for rejuvenating his career. Now, did he make an appearance in AEW or WWE or TNA? No. Didn't want to do it. So, folks, as Gunner said, there was a lot that he contributed. And the thing, and I'll say this for what it is, I think that one thing, at least I think so, that he'll be remembered for won't necessarily be his 3 years with WWE. That'll be remembered as okay, that's where it started. He's not going to really have that overdrive high gear kick till 2018, when the remnants of the NWA rose from the ashes. So that's where a lot of older fans, when they hear the name, are going to go, we thought he was done. Go Google. You'll thank me later, kids. And a lot of this younger generation are going to probably know because, depending on their parents, how much wrestling they watch. So there's going to be a lot of different things. So, I mean, if you... how do I want to put it? There's nothing that I could say. I mean, I think Stephen A. Smith is looking at me going, well, fucking figure it out, bitch. But, you know, how do you put into words a guy who nobody thought at one point would end up going on and becoming a heavyweight champion? He turned it around and he's had a tremendous career. You lose your close tag partner and friend. You do the indies, sporadic appearances in cons. And then you go do that and you rebuild the NWA. Not just for Harley and everybody else's legacy, but for your own. Dude, I think that's what everybody wants. Fuck the gingerbread man. I'm telling you now, what happened on SmackDown, those motherfuckers had it coming. When people were leaving and the seats were emptying, I went, fuck you, you dumb bastards. Guess what? You all deserve this shit. Because this reminded me of when the women, when they were known as divas, that was either the smoke break or the take a shit or the piss match. That shit is what's coming. Okay? And this just broke while we were talking. Okay? By the way, happy Mother's Day, everybody. But this just broke. All right? Sami Zayn kind of hinting his days are getting closer.
Really?
Wasn't that long ago. But, yeah. It's coming close. He said he does. It was within the last couple of years, but it got hinted at yet again. Because very shortly, the other topic of discussion is going to come from last night and what took place at Backlash. And I'm going to be honest. It concerns Io and Asuka, but we're going to talk about that in just a moment. I'm going to give you a crash course about last night. Here's Backlash, who booked this shit. So, as we all know, Backlash happened. Oh, shut up. Shut up. You know, Braun Breaker defeats Seth Rollins. This was it. Fuck. If you think for a minute Braun Breaker can't go at 20 miles an hour, you're on crack. Trick Williams retained against Sami Zayn. This was good. I didn't like some of the comedy shit. I thought we left that behind with the Johnny Knoxville crap. A mini clone of Danhausen over Kit Wilson and The Miz. That was the, okay, I got to go take a shit. No disrespect to Danhausen. This is where, after the match, Io beat Asuka, and they shared a very emotional moment with hugs and mutual respect. But this, Roman barely survived, but Jacob fought too, and the tongue and death grip got the last word. Folks, you have no motherfucking idea. None. What Jacob is about to do. You think you do, you don't have a clue. I sense a rematch at Clash in Italy. But since we're talking about retirements, Big E talked about it on the post show. Did the tender moment we saw between Io and Asuka after their match, which was fast. It was hard. It took me back to Japan when they were doing it over there and their respective careers over there. They shared mutual moment. They hugged the whole nine. Big E said it on the post show. Did we just witness either a teasing or Asuka quietly going, I love you all. It's time. Gunnar, what are your thoughts after seeing those? Yeah.
To
right.
add to it, I mean, if you haven't been on Instagram, she made a very cryptic post with Frank Sinatra's "My Way."
Yep.
So
that
it might be leaning towards that. And can I just say, it's wild that 2026 is the year of retirements. It seems. Look at all the names Look at all the names since January that have retired, not just on WWE's level. I'm talking down on the indies. I'm talking over there, up there. Like, we've had so many names.
Over there.
What's that?
Over there, and up there.
Yeah, literally. Literally. But there's so many names from AJ Styles to Murdoch, possibly now with Asuka. You look at who the hell just retired recently on the indies? I can't even remember because there's so many.
The Sandman,
yeah. It's like we have so many legends, icons, or big names this year that are either saying, hey, I'm done, or I'm calling it done after this year.
Absolutely. I mean, and you've hit the nails on the head, but here's the other thing though, too. I'm going to be honest, and I'll say it for what it is. I think part of it could stem from that. I wouldn't be shocked. That wouldn't shock me, KB. Hey, the boss is in the house.
What's up, Shiz?
Dukes. Wait. What? Yeah, Bobby's right. But yes, with her contract coming up in June, she might decide to call it and go home. I'll be honest. You hit the nail on the head. Sandman has said it was time. I'm going to warn. Sting retired a year or two ago. We've had John Cena retire. AJ Styles retired. Fuck. The one guy I wasn't expecting to see it coming, Brock Lesnar.
Right.
I didn't expect that, but maybe he decided, you know what? I chose the guy I wanted to take my place, and it wasn't going to be Gunther. I wanted to be Oba. Here, whatever he saw in Oba, I have to believe that was the oh fuck me moment. That's the one. I want him to succeed me. Because at some point, we all know Obo don't need Paul Heyman for a mouthpiece. But if you think for a goddamn second he ain't going to take advantage, you're out your goddamn mind.
Again, we've been saying it for the last few weeks now. Within 5 years, it's not going to take 5 years, but you count my words. Mark my words. Oba will be world champion.
I think it'll be in 3.
There's no doubt in my mind that he's going to become a world champion very, very, very soon.
Oh, yeah, because he's, you know what I would do? Put the U.S. or Intercontinental title on him first. There's a reason for that. And we all know what it is. We want to find out how, you want to see him put the ass over 18 inches, but you also want to see him carry that ball and be like, okay, you know what I mean?
I would probably put the IC title on him for more legacy purposes of that title. Not saying that the
True.
US doesn't have the legacy, but you look at more of the names that have hold the IC title, from Macho Man to Steamboat to Randy Orton to even Flair. You know, Austin, Rock. You know, you name them, they've held them. The only one that hasn't held that title is the Undertaker.
And Undertaker didn't need to.
And no. But yeah, I think if you want to put Oba as the next Brock Lesnar in a way, yeah, I put the IC title on him before the US title.
I just don't have him beat Penta.
No, not Penta. Definitely not Penta, because that would
I have my reasons.
I would have Penta lose it to somebody. I can't even think of anybody that would be good right now, but Penta drop it to somebody. Then that person gives it to Oba.
Absolutely. You want to know what one other thing that took place last night, Cena appeared, and I guess there's going to be some type of John Cena classic with,
there's some new title and it's all fan voting. I did see that.
That's if you don't, there's like brackets and all this other shit. Oh, absolutely. I was shocked that it was on ESPN too. Kofi Kingston even held the Intercontinental title.
Right.
One thing I will say is that the Backlash was decent. I was kind of like, okay, the shit with Danhausen, really, come the fuck on. We could have used a different match. I mean, yes, he's, hitting the merch numbers. I get all that. Braun Breaker, I fucking saw that coming. I knew it was going to happen. Because comes back from the hernia, and he doesn't look like he's missed a step in terms of his spear. He's got retarded cardio to be able to hit that.
Didn't they clock him at 23 miles an hour or some shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He almost got speed like a fucking car. That's scary. I mean, scary. The other thing is, as we talk about this, Gunner. With Asuka and Io, that was a match that they'd been wanting to have for a while. So if Asuka's contract is up in June, think about it. She could be going, I might want to go back to Japan and end my career there because that's where it started. Sometimes you want to go full circle, and I get that. I respect it.
Got a lot of respect for that idea.
Absolutely. Here's the other thing. As it pertains to Roman and Jacob, last night you fans got a fucking taste of MLW Jacob Fatu. You got no goddamn idea what's coming. None.
If we get MLW Jacob Fatu, Lord WWE, hold on to your butts.
Fuck holding on to your butts. You better hold on to your taints, your your balls, the JJ, whatever. Because if that boy, keep the profanity out of it. That boy gets more mic. Oh, the promos alone.
Oof. Maybe add a little profanity for a little salt and pepper.
I'll tell you this, when he made that threat Friday night to Jay and Jimmy, if they got involved, he'd burn the whole thing down. I'm going to tell y'all right now. I don't know if you saw the segment between him and Royce Keys. They go back. Those two have history, but also respect, a friendship, whatever. I'm telling you all now. Roman wants a fucking war. He'll goddamn get one. Because Royce Keys won't be the only problem. I bet you Oba would decide to step in. But we all have been hearing a name get chanted at Ricky Saints. Zilla. Zilla. And if they get their hands on that guy, another Fatu, as Taker said in 2000, give your soul to the Lord because your asses will belong to them. I promise you. We know that. I'm promising you now.
I think it's only a matter of time before Zilla becomes a WWE talent. It's only a matter of time.
Oh, yeah. And I'm going to tell you, everybody.
Yeesh, Pengers. How corny can you get?
What the? Uh-oh. Somebody's wanting to play. I'm not going to say what.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
KB said it best. And it took the words out of my mouth. The moment he showed up, my dad looked at me. We were watching and goes, "Who is that?" I went, "Dad, yeah." Hold on to your nuts, because what the fuck what have you? I'm like, Hunter, what have you done? A lot of the guys will attest to this. I'm texting other friends too, going, do they fucking realize what they are going to unleash? Do they have any clue what's coming? I sat there dumbfounded, Gunner, because I'm sitting there. I know him from the Indies. I know him from MLW. And in the back of my head, immediately I'm going, oh, fuck. It can't be. And look where we are. Former U.S. champ. And now he's gunning for the richest prize. I told people, if Roman ever became world champion again, be afraid, because Jacob's coming for him.
Look what's happening.
Yep. But, I mean, what were your thoughts? I know you didn't get to watch all of it, but from what you were able to, what were your thoughts on it last night?
The bits and pieces I saw from Io and Asuka, it looked like a very phenomenal match. I can't wait to actually see the entirety of it. Roman Fatu, that's another one that I'm really looking for. I only saw a snippet of it, and that one I need to see this match. I need to see these two bulls go absolute ape shit on it, especially if Fatu is going to become world champion in the not so distant future. The Danhausen thing,
I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but
I honestly, I'm not shocked that that's what they did. I'm not shocked because it's Danhausen. He likes the silly, goofy stuff. Wasn't shocked. Shiz can protest because he asked me who I thought was going to win. I was like, dude, I don't care who is the tag team partner. They're going over anyways.
Right.
But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to actually sitting down and being able to watch this whole show in its entirety. But from what I've seen, minus the Danhausen thing, it didn't look like it was an awful show. So we're going to see probably in the next few hours after this pod if I'm correct or not.
Well, another thing that we got was John Cena's appearance about the John Cena Classic, and it's going to help promote stars from NXT, all those things.
Hey, John, can you make it Indie Stars too?
Right.
I want to sign up.
That would be great. Hey, John, I know there's a lot of talent in the Indies I would love a piece of this. I still have to look at a lot of the format for it, but it looks like it's going to be to help bring up NXT talent, things like that. So I'm intrigued to see where they go.
I mean, John's very much had a vested interest in NXT for quite a long time. I mean, look at the way he's tweeting for Mason Rook right now.
Oh my Christ. I mean, shit. If that don't tell you, folks, something's wrong with you.
I was going to say, if you got the greatest of all time backing you, hitting your quote from the indies, hyping you up on social media, you got something.
Yep.
You got something going for yourself. So shout out to Mason Rourke. You know, I hope to see a very fruitful career for yourself. But yeah, John's doing some good stuff for the NXT talent right now. Let's see how this classic goes. I'm interested because they said it was going to be a new championship. I'm interested to see how the design's going to be. I'm a belt guy, so. Or belt mark, whatever.
It's like the 24/7 title.
If it's anything like that for a John Cena Legacy title, get the fuck out of here. Go find the trash can that's over there.
Backlash was in the middle, not the best, not the worst. He's stealing a line from MJF. Mid. And now
that's fine if it's mid.
Fans can pick the winner if you might lose in the tournament. And we got our friend Ricky from the UK, part of Hardcore Sports. Check him out. Welcome. But overall, I'm going to be honest with you guys. This has been a year of retirements, and I don't know what the fuck is wrong with.
I think this year, by the time the dust settles, this is going to be the year that's going to be looked back on of retirements. We're what, 5 months into 2027,
at least.
Like, we've already had so many names retired. We still got, if it's 5 months, dumbass math not working, 7 months left in the year. We got a lot more names that could potentially retire this year, guys. So look at this year with fond glasses on, because we don't know who's going to be next.
Well, normally this would be part of the program where we would take a quick break. However, oh Christ.
Oh, God.
I know which one he's talking about. I know what Ricky's talking about. Oh, you mean the one where Titus O'Neil fell and tripped?
Greatest moment ever. Anyways.
Still one of the best fucking memes on the planet. Now, normally, this would be where we would have a commercial break. But because this is a special edition of the Asylum and it's Mother's Day, Gunner, I think you know what time it is.
Let's keep it going.
So, folks, usually we got our second half of the program. But I decided that because it's Mama's Day and everybody needs to go celebrate their mama, we going to take that one and we going to leave it. Because a thought just crossed my mind. Next week, on the program, second half, we're going to dive into the career of the recently retired. He is the Conqueror, the Beast, Brock Lesnar.
Oh, this is going to be a fun one.
But folks, Ricky's 0 months into 2027. Oh, good Lord. But folks, I think y'all know what time it is. We're going to tell you what's grinding our gears this week. That sounded like nails on a chalkboard. But Gunner, please, you got the center stage to kick us off. Tell everybody what's grinding your gears this week with professional wrestling. Talk to them, baby.
You know my normal spiel. Please control yourselves at shows. Don't be an idiot. Don't be running up and down the aisles. Keep your kids in line. Please don't make security do their jobs. Please, for the love of God, they will hand you your ass. Anyways, we're gonna go a little personal this year. Eric, I mentioned it before we came on the show.
Oh shit.
So we're gonna go a little personal into Gunner Moody's life right now, and I'm looking right at the camera. To any job that promises your employees a raise, a promotion, whatever it may be, give it to your employees and don't be so scared when they call you out on the bullshit. Your boy got suspended this week from his 9-to-5 job for a day because he called him out on the bullshit.
So wait a minute. Where's trying to say?
Wait, what did he say fuck me for?
Yeah. So to anybody who's got a job that's hanging that carrot over your head, tell them what's up and tell them Gunner said so. Because I'm about had it with my job. Eric, I'm going to leave it to you. And that's what's grinding my gears this week.
First of all, I think Stephen A. and Roman wanted to say something. Well, what's grinding my gears this week? Where do I begin? What grinds my gears is when you have talent that are being released, getting a call not from Triple H, but the cocksucking cum-dump fuckfaces of TKO. What grinds my gears is when people do not know how to control themselves. I don't care if it's pro wrestling shows. I don't care if it's a fucking hockey game. I don't give a shit. It don't matter if it's in real life and it's a disagreement on fucking politics. Knock it off.
Preach.
Show some fucking goddamn motherfucking decorum and have a set and leave that shit at the door.
Louder for the ones in the back.
What grinds my gears is sitting here. This is about to make a lot. Oh, I was just about to fucking say this shit. TKO, KB, thank you. I've been dying to talk this one. Listen up, you twinkle-toed, cocksucking, cum-dump, fuck-face motherfucking bastards with your greedy, blood, money, douchebag, anal retentive, no having, don't know how the fuck to book, shut the fuck up, count your money, and suck a dick, you rat bastards. You re-sign a solid tag team that has been around for over 15 years, just last year, to a new multi-year contract. And then you pull a TNA and AJ Styles move and say you want them to take a 50% cut. Choke on these nuts, bitch! I would have done the same thing. I am amazed. Their decorum, their calm, that they have not told you to go fuck yourselves and shred you. I give them respect for that. Now, if I find out that WWE and TKO own Up, Up, Down, Down, I hope Xavier Woods fucks your world up, sues you twinkle-toed bastards, and takes that show and destroys you with it. But hey, this does lead up to a match that got hinted at in 2018 during the release of Street Fighter V. Are you starting to think about it? I wonder who that could be, because the Young Bucks once tweeted, "One day we will wrestle FTR, aka The Revival, and everyone would rejoice and be happy. The rest, they say, is history because it's happened." TikTok, bitch. I see it happening again, except this time, it ain't just gonna make big money. It's gonna make fuck TKO money. Now, Gunner, sometimes you don't know that I may get personal, but I'm about to in a minute. Bobby, the gingerbread storyline. Yes, you're fucking Dragonoff, Fraxium, Carmelo Hayes. Correct. Nobody's going to stand at their job if they got to take a cut by 50. I tell them to kiss my ass. I'll take a 5% cut. Anything other than that, go fuck yourselves. I'm walking. And if you fuck me on my last paycheck, you'll hear from my lawyer. Now, last part about grinding my gears. Something very near and dear, and before we go further, I will not tolerate cliches of any kind. Because the first one, I will rip it. I will burn bridges. I will destroy. I am not tolerating it. What grinds my gears is when women say they want a good man, but they go fucking chase toxic dick and expect the good man to fucking sit there and wait. I feel like some days I'm arguing with a brick wall with people. It ain't just the guys, it's the women too. Now, mind you, men are not fully innocent in everything. We make our fuck ups. But the hypocrisy of women who have the audacity to piss and bitch and moan and complain. Where are all the good men when they get their heart broken? We're all around you, you dumb broads. God, I've waited. Blackheart, if you are still watching, I'm in a second rant. If you know what I'm talking about, please tell the group. Because they're going to get in the chat, and I know they're going to say something. Every time for the last better part of 7 fucking years of my goddamn life, since I got walked out on during a wedding proposal, I can't get a date. And I keep hearing, "I'll focus on you. Find yourself. It'll come when you least expect it. Stop looking." Fuck you! I had my angel in my early 20s. She died. So for a lot of you to sit there and say that shit to me, here's to you. You're damn right I'm pissed. You're damn right I'm angry. Because I got to sit and I got to motherfucking listen to the hypocrisy from you bitches. It ain't just the current generation. It's my generation. It's some of the broads in Gen X. And yeah, this motherfucker who got raised in a Gen X home is calling you out. And if you're offended, don't fucking give a shit. Be offended for yourselves. I'm not perfect. I'll never claim to be. But I sit here proud knowing I was not once abusive to any woman I ever dated. And I never fucking cheated, no matter what form, on any woman I ever cheated on. But for you bitches to sit there and tell me that cliche trash when I am a man who wants reciprocation, action, earn it. If I did this shit to you, oh, I'd get ripped a new asshole. The motherfucking hypocrisy. And a lot of my friends better hear me. You want to say I'm always negative? You couldn't last 3 seconds in here. I wake up every fucking morning fighting that shit. You don't want to know. You can't hack it. Because it takes so fucking much to get up. For 20 fucking years, I've been getting up. And all I do is keep going. I don't know what it's like to come home and have a loving woman to come home to. I don't know what it's like to have a woman that's the other half of my piece. So for you to all sit there and sympathize and feel sorry and pity, you would never take a chance on me because you're too chicken shit. You sit there and you give me all these compliments. Bra fucking vo. Bra fucking vo. Whoopee. Typical ego booster. Here's the problem. Here's the part that pisses me off. You still chase toxic dick and want me to feel bad for you when you get fucked over. And then you pissing bitch where all us good guys are. We're right in front of your motherfucking face. Quit going to the club or the bar. We're in the gym. Library. There's a one you haven't heard in years. We're in the mall. Here's another one. Walmart, Wegmans, H-E-B. I could go on. But you have been poisoned by social media to believe that a man has to be part of that top echelon 1%, have his whole motherfucking empire built before you deem him deserving. You don't want to fucking build anything. And you want to call me toxic? Right there. You want to talk about me being bitter? You're damn right I am. I'm tired of the rejection. I'm tired of being overlooked and undernoticed and not appreciated or given a chance. You want me to let go? Somebody step the fuck up and give me a reason. And don't fucking give me cliche trash, because all you're going to do is piss me off. You want to meet the dickhead side of me? Keep it up. Keep it the fuck up. I'll take the man I became after I met my late beloved, and I'm going to put him away. And I'm going to unlock the guy I used to be. And I'll break every fucking heart I desire. I will go for revenge and get my fucking pound. Because that's what's coming. I can't take this shit. Now, most of you are going to sit there and go, oh, you got to focus on you. That's all I fucking do! Overall, 20 years! I've known who I was since I was 20 goddamn years old. And nobody stuck around. I can tell you wholeheartedly, Samantha would have. Because she showed me that. She showed me that level of love. And then what happened in one night, she dies. And nothing's changed since. No one's come back around. I've been led on, rejected, stood up, taken advantage of, and not appreciated. So for you to tell me I shouldn't be bitter, go fuck yourself. Because if the roles were reversed, you would be, and you'd be cussing out yours truly and the others. Extreme feminism has destroyed decent men. Don't believe me? There was a woman a number of years ago who for a year or two went undercover as a dude, wrote a book. And when she reported her findings, you fuckers didn't like that shit because she called you out and put you on game. You want to pass judgment on me? I don't know what it's like to wake up next to somebody that loves me. I don't know what it's like to have a wife or kids. Shit, I don't even know what it's like to have a loving girlfriend. I haven't had that in years. I've lost track. So the hypocrisy that you fucking broads have the goddamn nerve and audacity. How dare you? And you want to judge us on bullshit? A bank account can go up. A guy can lose weight. He can't change his height. You want to go shallow and low? Be careful who you're fucking with. I rewrote the book. I've heard every name get called to me, and yet I sit here. What did you fucking think was going to happen? That it would hit me in the head? Motherfucker, please. I've been called worse, laughed at them and go, is that the best you got? And then I've made them cry. And I'm going to let everyone know a little something about me. You don't want me pissed. The old electrical chair segments, you saw a taste. But you never want to see me go off like a bomb. Because I'll tell you what happens. Because only 3 people in my inner circle have seen it. The bass of my voice goes up about 50 decibels, and my eyes go black, which means square up with God, because I will verbally make you rethink your life. I am always underestimated, but who's still sitting? Me. I am so tired of the cliche trash we good guys get told. I had my one. She got taken from me. And time again, I can't catch a break. And you broads do this to guys like me because you've been poisoned. And the rare good women that want to know where we're at, I'm sorry. I hate to say this. But sometimes you show up way too fucking late. And it's sad because my heart bleeds for you. Because you get hurt. And it's the reversal for the women. It goes both ways. Don't think for a minute I'm picking on one side or the other. I'm an equal opportunity shit call-outer. This goes on both sides. The good ones who have found each other, do not fuck it up. I'm begging you, don't fuck it up. The audacity. And I know I'm gonna catch shit. I really don't fucking care. But after the last few months, don't think for a minute I ain't afraid to burn it to the ground to prove my point. You want me to sit there and let it go? Kind of hard to when no one's taking a fucking opportunity. This over psychological and anal retentive analysis bullshit. You have to let it go. Give me a fucking incentive. And then I'll let it go. Because guess what? Hard to let it go when it keeps happening. I don't have any regrets about the effort I've given. None. Big goose egg. Little disappointment. Some I chose. Yeah, we all make mistakes, and some of the people we take a chance on, shit like that. We all get that. Thanks. But for the better part of 2 decades, one of my close friends in Dallas and I had this conversation, and she said to me flat out, I'm not just overdue, I'm way past due. And she hit me with the cliches that she's always a positive woman, and I love her for that. But I live with reality. And the reality is my heart can't take anymore. All I know how to do is go. So if a woman just finally fucking figures it out and notices, if you knock on my door and you fuck up what piece I got left, I will show you the door, spin you around, put my foot up your ass, kick you out that door, and tell you to fuck off and slam it. Because what piece remains, I will not let anyone fuck it up. I don't need a woman. I wanted one. Because I got to have that experience. It got taken from me, and I wanted it back. And I have had to go through shit over and over. I've had people ask me, where have you met women? I've tried to meet women at wrestling shows. I've tried to meet women at other things, and I can't catch a break. Yeah, sure, hit it off, shoot the shit. I shoot my shot, ask them to dinner or coffee or whatever. Offer to pick them up. And then I get flaked on. And you can sit there and it's all this psychoanalysis bullshit. No. It's called you don't have the guts to follow through because you don't have enough self-respect for yourself to honor something. I have way more to offer than friendship. I'm fucking tired of it. I have more than enough. If that's all you see me as, don't waste my time. I don't want to know you. I really don't. I got my circle. And I'm content. You broads who do this shit, ruin it for the good ones out there who could be looking for me. You broke me! $20 fucking years! What a goddamn waste! You make me believe love is trash the last 7 years. Not 1, motherfucking 7! And I hate it! I can't even cry! I have no fucking tears left! And you want me to keep a head up and keep being a good guy like that's a motherfucking badge of honor? Go fuck yourself! I've warned you! You don't want the asshole side of me! I hate what I become! And if I go there again, I'm not gonna regret it because I'm never coming back. So I want you to fucking really think how you interact with guys and stop judging them for what they don't have and start taking advantage and appreciate them for what they bring and have enough fucking goddamn heart to try and build something. You might end up happy. Stop chasing the bad boy that's only going to fuck you over and give you dick until he gets bored and throws you like trash. Because that's what's been happening. I'm tired of it. I've had enough heartbreak to choke a horse 10 times. I'm not God's gift to women, and I never will claim that to be. And if anybody who thinks that, you got your head so far up your ass, you can't even smell the fucking morning dew after it rains. And I just came up with that on my own. Please be aware of that. The fact that I am watching good guys give up makes me sick. Every fucking time you ask us to pour our heart out or do something, you fuck us over in the end. You think for a minute that doesn't piss us off? You want to know why they're going cold and heartless and don't want to be bothered? Let me tell you something. The increasing number of single men over 25 is astronomically high. I'm 41. I haven't dated or had a date in 7 years. I wouldn't even fucking know how to respond if one showed up. And I hate this. I hate that I'm even bringing it up. But it infects me because I got to have that kind of love. It got ripped from me. You want to sit there and say, oh, just go do whatever? That's all I fucking know. I'm tired of being alone. But as the more of the bullshit happens, the easier it makes me believe what you've done. You have caused me to believe love is trash. And I wasted 20 years for nothing. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to ask you to go find yourself, not fuck yourself. Go find yourself. Go find your self-respect, your honor, your dignity, whatever. And this goes for the boys too. I don't care if you were raised and that was the behavior you were exposed to. Do better for yourselves, all of you. Because I'm watching young guys turning gorgeous women away. You have no clue. Because they've been so hurt that they don't want the drama and the pain. Some of them hook up with older women and, well, Stifler's mom, that's all I'm going to say. Gunner, I know you're smirking over there, so don't you start. But my point is this. What truly grinds my gears is the hypocrisy. And then you want to play the, why can't I find one like you? Why not me? How's that for your question? And there is one in particular, and I'm going to say it, and she's in Dallas. I always had a theory about you, but I'm probably wrong. I hope she knows who she is. But I digress. I don't know what the future holds for me at this point, because I have become so numb to all this shit that if it were to happen, I may turn around and tell her you're too late. I can't ask you to go through the hell you'd have to go through to melt that ice that's encased my heart over the years. Find another that has less layers of ice. Because I would be asking to spare them. Again, the nice guy thing. You women don't want one. You want a dick who treats you like shit. And then you want to piss and bitch. So don't fucking sit there and tell me different. Because I watch behavior. I might play stupid. But trust me, I love a good people watching session. And I can damn sure read some of you motherfucking people out there like a goddamn novel. And it makes me laugh. You make me even ask where I went wrong. But I look at it as I didn't go anywhere wrong. You all fucked me over. You had your chance. It got rough. The test came, and you bailed. And you bailed, and you bailed, and you bailed. And now you all wonder why I'm bitter. Take a look in the fucking goddamn mirror. In closing, both sides fucking start doing better. Because if you don't, there are going to be a lot of good men and good women that go cold. That when that good shit comes along, they will fuck it up. Because they weren't able to break that cycle of pain. Because when somebody came to finally break it, it was too late. And rather than them hurt you, a lot of them are going to spare you and turn you away. So that's not fair. Go fucking do better. That's what grinds my gears. And fuck TKO. And fuck you. All of the board of directors there. Bet you weren't expecting that.
No, but what you said is true.
I don't even have tears for this, Gunner. None. And this is something.
Yeah, what you said was true, buddy. As a single man myself, yeah, you hit the nail on the coffin right there.
I'm going to catch a lot of shit for this. But quite frankly, I don't care.
I feel like anybody, it doesn't matter if you're male or female, snip that clip of Eric's rant, if you will, and send it to people that need to hear it. Because it needs to be heard.
I can't begin to stress it enough. You all don't realize the damage you do. Now, yes, the men aren't innocent. I'm not saying we're, innocent in this. And usually, yes, we grind on pro wrestling, and I gave that moment. But I bit my tongue for a long time, and I couldn't do it anymore. The last few months, I finally reached my breaking point. But yeah, as Gunnar said, take the rant. I don't care. Cut it, clip it, send it. Because enough is enough. And if you've never watched the show, there are times where we get personal. So today was one of those days. However, this is a special edition of the Asylum because we normally don't have a 3-segment show. It's usually 4. But Gunner, like we said at the start of the program, it is Mother's Day. So Gunner, what are you going to be doing for your mom for today?
I believe the plan right now is we're going to go out to a restaurant tonight. I don't know where. We're waiting for my father to come back, and we'll see what happens. But I think that's the plan. It's either we're going out to a restaurant or we're going to cook a nice meal for my mother. So we shall see what happens.
Well, I sent my mom a card in the mail. She and my dad were meeting my sister and stuff for brunch down in Dallas, so that was nice. I've already gone to the cemetery to honor my grandmother. My grandfather and my aunt were doing that today. So there's that. So to all the mamas out there, if what I just did upset you, no apologies. Even though it's Mother's Day, we appreciate, we love you, but somebody had to say it. And I finally had enough. And it was time to say it. But Gunner, tell them what you got coming up. I know you said it's going to be a hell of a summer.
All right. So, like I said this morning or at the start of this, your boy's very, very busy coming up. I got a show every weekend for the rest of this month. And coming up this summer, the summer of Redneck is going to be going full throttle. We are busy, but we're just going to keep rolling with this weekend where we reunite with my boy Cletus in RWA in Rhode Island. Camel Country is back, y'all. And I can't wait to beat up, Tom Billington and the replacement for the injured Dick Lane. I saw what you guys did to my boy at the last RWA show that he had to call me up and say, Gunna, want to whip some ass? I said, hell yeah, brother. I'll see you in RWA. So Saturday night, May 16th, Camel Country's back, baby. We're going to whoop some ass.
Uh-oh. Sounds like you guys have a lot coming up, and you're going to have a busy summer.
Yes, sir.
I'll be keeping tabs on it. I look forward to it. Folks, 2 weeks' time, we will have the season finale here on the Asylum. Here's what will go on the program in 2 weeks. We will be giving our double or nothing predictions. We'll talk about our favorite moments from the season. A special summer grind our gears. And then we will probably return somewhere around before or shortly after SummerSlam. So, folks, 2 weeks' time, we will be saying, enjoy the summer. If you're not down with that, suck it. But as for yours truly, you all know where I'm at. I'm always around. And you never know when I just might randomly pop up. And you never know just what I'm going to say next. So, Gunner, you got a big thing coming up. I know you're pissed about your job. And my apologies for that. That's bullshit. But, folks, a lot has happened in pro wrestling, and the story continues. There's no end in sight. The chapters just keep getting written. So, with that said, I want to give a special shout out again to all the mamas in the world. The moms, the baby mamas, the single mamas, the furry baby mamas. You know, yes, Mercedes, we know. We always saw you shaking your ass. Ain't nobody got time for that. I will say this in closing. Ladies, fellas, like I said, do better. But folks, you know, it's that time. I want you to go have fun. Like, share, subscribe, stay notified. Telegram, Baby Mama, Google Plus, your sister's ass, the Pony Express. Fuck FedEx. What can Brown do for you? And fuck the Postal Service. Go to the link tree and make sure you check out everywhere we're at. Also, check out bonfirestore.com/off the top ropes network. Get some merch, show some love, help keep the lights on. Don't forget to check out my homeboy Mitch and everybody at Hardcore Sports Network and all the great content they're pumping out. Make sure if you're in the New England area, go check out my dog Gunner Moody when he's in Supernova, because you never know whose ass is getting whipped next. But make sure you check him out this summer. Again, shout out to my boys there at Empire State Wrestling who won on Friday night. I love you guys. I'm so proud of you. But folks, it's Mother's Day. I want you all to have fun. So with that being said, Clavis, I think you got something you want to say?
Hey, Clavis, wake up. The show's over. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.